We're live.
Are we? Are we? Well, are we live? Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Week 60. We're back on my channel. Since last week we were not back on this channel. We were on your channel only.
Yes. And it was glorious.
Will you adjust your webcam down and to the left?
Which left? My left or your
left? Your
left?
left.
That way?
Yeah. No, well, I want to see more. Push the camera the other way. Perfect.
How's that? All right. Sorry, everyone. We're late because of...
me. I is me. Me is he. I was late.
We is late.
Week 60.
The
60.
60 times we've done this. And you'd think by now we would have it down pat.
I'm like, I came in here, and even though you can't see the desk in my, I don't know if you can see it on your view, but like, no. I came in here and I'm just like moving everything out of the way.
I just push everything back.
Yeah. I have a lot of things on this that are starting to accumulate just outside of the camera's view.
Yes.
I need to fix that.
Why doesn't everybody check in? Let us know where they're watching from.
Yes.
And what's the thing that we want them to shout out?
What's on
your bench?
Yeah, what's on your bench?
What's on your workbench today?
Or if you're not at your bench.
Yeah, not like real workbench, but toy workbench.
Right. Yeah, nothing serious. Let's not talk about that.
Ugh. Estonia. I got somebody from Estonia checking.
Oh, I have somebody from Minnesota. Minnesota.
Minnesota. You know what? I don't like you. Minnesota.
It's been just a week, man.
Yeah, you're a busy guy now because you're learning stuff.
I am. So I'm still
looking. You're so learned.
I'm still looking for somebody to come work with me every day. Somebody please come.
Nobody wants that job.
I need a CNC Swiss machine programmer.
It's so like
if you are that, or you think you could be that.
Rich Trujillo, yeah. Now Josh's feed works.
Right.
Josh, because Trujillo's not on.
I know. Rich is just like the week, every once in a while we just be like, you want to have an off week? Let's have something not work right. Let's have Rich on.
Yeah, I'll come by. I can imagine the Vanquish want ad. It says, "Do you like RC cars? Do you want to work in the fast-paced RC car industry? Do you have relevant experience in all of these things?"
Yeah.
And then at the end of the ad, it says, "Must work with Josh Thede." And then everyone's like, they were in up until that moment.
That is the flex seal of that help wanted ad.
Must fill job today.
Yeah, that's so the whole thing is that while we are looking for somebody for that position, we need somebody in that position already. So again,
it's not like just a guy pressing buttons, right? It's like an actual.
That is correct. It is an actual programmer. So for now, that person is I. Again. And I know a little bit about CNC programming, but mainly on a mill. I know nothing about lathe programming. And I thought it was Fanuc control. It's not. It's Mitsubishi control.
Oh man, I spent all that time learning Fanuc yesterday.
Yeah. Or Fanuc, or however you would like to call it wherever you live.
I believe it's Fanuc.
I've always called it Fanuc, but some people call it Fanuc. So
we do agree on one pronunciation.
Yeah, right? Now, I think Wes works for Fanuc.
Yeah, he does.
So,
but I don't think he's like I think he's like in the...
He's in the robotics side.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the 3 robots we've added this year, or in the last 6 months or whatever, are all Fanuc robots. And he's like, hey, I can do that. I can make those things do things. He can make them.
Maybe he knows a guy that can do the other thing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, maybe. Is there a CNC programming for dummies book? You know what? Let me tell you,
He's been looking for it. If there is one, Josh has been reading it.
I like I said, I know very little, but I know enough, and that I can I can I've written programs now and ran them.
You know a
And
lot about stuff, but just not that stuff.
right. I feel that I'm a competent learner, that I could pick it up with the amount of knowledge I had at this point.
Yeah.
So,
The timing is an issue though. You kind of gotta
yeah, well,
like,
wasn't something I was planning on. It was just like last week, like, hey, you want to, well, guess what? Guess what you're doing.
yeah.
So, but
Not
anyway,
not only are you the guy who's condenses all the cardboard this week, Josh, but you're also
right.
the man who
I refused.
operates.
I refused to touch cardboard. Makes the day awfully hard. Come open this.
Open my packages so I can do mail call later. Cardboard man.
um, Speaking of that, I have nothing for mail call because
What?
I haven't even thought about anything. But like, unless I've been in here working on a car to calm myself back down from my heightened state of anxiety, uh, I have been just Mr. Lathe programmer learner guy.
Mr. Lathe programmer guy.
Right.
Dave Zillow wants to know why Vanquish does not use metric hardware, SLW hubs or 440 WTF.
The 440 screws have are a slightly smaller head. They've got a better thread to bite in for the size, a little bit better. It allows you to do the styling of the wheel slightly better than the M3. The 164 outer ring or screws, which you should be using a 1/16th driver for, not a 1.5. If you use a 1.5 on those, you will start to strip them.
Yep.
Use proper tools. The 1/16th is the proper scaled down size compared to the full size wheel. And again, they're just a much better size than the M2. You can always see the knockoff wheels and you're just like, oh, I can tell the beadlock screws look like crap.
And they're just neat.
Yeah. So there's just, the thread pitch is a little bit stronger, a little bit more bite, a little bit smaller. All of the things.
Deal with it,
yeah.
Dave.
So it's better. Now, I will agree that it's not something that we will continue in other things more and more, but for the reasons that they were chosen, it made sense.
I'm funny you mention all of that stuff because that's what I'm assembling right now.
Oh, good for you.
This is my spare.
You took off the ugly tire that was on that wheel. No, you had those on clear wheels.
No, this is a whole new. I bought another set.
Oh,
for a
those
spare.
Got to you already?
Yeah.
Wow, that was fast.
Yes. When did I order these? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing, huh? No, today's Wednesday. I ordered these Monday. No, Friday.
You're good at this.
Monday.
You're great at this.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. This is a spare for my Ripper.
Oh, you did need to replace that, didn't you?
Well, because I didn't have a spare on it.
You never had a spare on it?
I did, but
you took it off when you wanted to try and be competitive in Class 3 with it, right? Yeah. You're like, you know what? Better take the spare off so we can.
Better get rid of the spare. That's going to change everything. Now, I'm not an expert. Full stop.
Well, yeah, that's it.
But I wanted to have a matching spare, so I got another set of bully wheels, just 2 of them. I don't need 4.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with 3? At least this way I have an extra 1.
Right. That's the best way. So
don't judge me.
I did put as the title of my video for today that there is 2 new trucks coming out.
Yes. I know of at least both of them.
Right. So the first one we saw, Axial put up a post showing that there is a new, which you can clearly tell is a Rift cage. And then there's a little asterisk that says some assembly required. Therefore, likely leading to the worst kept secret in our area that there is a Rift kit likely coming.
There is?
What? The one that the manual was released before the actual other trucks were released on Tower Hobbies? What?
Tower Hobbies again?
No way.
I mean, come
They
on,
finally
guys.
slipped up. They ruined that queen sweep they had going.
Such a good track record over
I
there.
know. Oh, they were so close to just, being the pinnacle of secret keeping. Just the NSA over there.
Well, funny you mentioned that. I mean, is there
Is it?
really, is that what it is? I heard somebody saying that they thought it was going to be a 24th scale rift.
Well, that could be possible, but someone in the chat here says that RC Girl already accidentally spilled the beans.
Oh, RC Girl, come on. Did that really happen?
That's what it says.
Darn it.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, well. What can you do, right? I mean, it's bound to happen. It's either Tower Hobbies or RC Girl.
You can either show an RC four-wheel drive grill, or...
Oh, yeah. Shoot, I forgot about that, too.
Yeah. Whoops.
That might be why you can't get one of those anymore.
Yeah. Like, look what's under this grill.
What?
No, this is brand new information.
We didn't know that was under there. Guys, they're like yelling at the product department. Guys, come on.
As they're breaking down the cardboard boxes.
As they're getting rid of the bodies.
And then the other one that's coming out is
the drag truck, right?
No, negative.
Oh.
There is that, but we know about that.
It's
the Element has a new car coming out.
Yes.
That they are going to release.
Do they?
Yes, they have a new Element is going to release a new car this Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. They have something coming at some sort of event, right?
Yes, the Dead Man's Crawl, which is happening at Horseman's Park, the location where...
I like Horseman's Park.
What's that? Parliament by the Fire, where that is normally held. They are...
That's a good time.
Having an event there.
Time.
I believe it's a free to come event. It's not an Element event. They've been pretty clear.
It's not. It's just an event.
So yeah, it's just an event. It's a get together.
It's a how do you do?
So yeah. Oh god. Oni says, so I guess we need to subscribe to her channel to get all the news you two don't have the courage to release too early.
Ow. That's one way of putting it.
Now, I did hear that the
more accurate way
is that we can read an email with the time that we're supposed to release.
That I'm a little gun shy on any release. So I always wait for someone else to do it first.
Are you sure?
And then, so I'm like, really? Honestly, I don't think Tuesday's the right day. Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? By the time I've already said that, it's too late and it's already been done and it's the wrong day.
Yeah. Yep. That's how
you do a release.
Now I will. There is times when like you and I or whoever will have a kit, we'll get it from somebody and they'll be like, you can make your video live 9 a.m. Central Time.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Niner.
YouTube has the technology. You click 9 a.m. Central Time, or you do the math because I'm in Pacific, 11 a.m.
Yep. I always do the math.
7
just in case.
But every once in a while with those, some of our friends get a little sneaky and they put it out there at like 8:55, so they're the first one to get that notification out. Like, ooh, you sneaky.
You sneak. Oh, and it just, you know what? It just gets my goat.
Yeah.
When they do that.
Like, oh,
it's like, I'm playing by the rules here, guys.
Yep.
I'm doing this proper. And then, that you done go and did that to me.
Yep. So
anyway, yes. So there are those two things. I don't know Well, I mean, I think I probably do know what the Element truck is.
I
I'm sure
I definitely don't know what it is.
Neither do I.
Right.
And then there's also, you said it might be a rift of some kind.
Yeah. I mean, they put it in the photo, but it could have Ripsaw style tracks.
Oh,
they don't show the tires in there.
I know that we were asking Rich about possibly doing a Ripsaw, and I know that that could be a thing.
It could be. Rich might have been here just to be floating that out a little early to build some hype.
Oh, can you imagine if that were the case? Sorry, I'm just reaching to get a driver here. So you put on my spare. Okay. So there is that, yeah. If it is a Rift kit, that'll be pretty fun.
Kits are out. It will give me something to do on a Friday night.
Totally. Wait, which Friday though?
Not this Friday. If that is what it is, which I don't know that it is, because I certainly don't have one.
Neither do I, whatever it is.
So,
no audio apparently. No, back. Mind.
What's that?
No audio, no sound.
Oh, well, I have sound. And you have sound over here.
Do I really? Oh, weird. So weird. Okay. So, I'm just going to quit that for a brief second.
Rich says, "Yeah, that's what I was doing." When the unprompted, ask of him to come on like an hour before the stream, like, "Hey, you want to join?" Sure.
Say, do you like being on internet broadcasts?
Do you like the fast-paced world of RC? Would you like to talk about it in your free time? Can you deal with Josh?
You are no sound.
I am no.
Am I still no sound?
Are you sure they're not just screwing with you like they screw with me? Just get my.
I don't know. They might be screwing with me. Audio 5 out of 5. Okay.
There you go. They're doing the thing. You got to look at the meters.
The meters.
The meters.
I was looking at the meters. The new RC 4-wheel drive 4Runner came out this week.
Did you happen to talked about that in the news?
Yeah.
Which you obviously, since you asked me, you obviously didn't watch.
No, I watched. There was somebody asking in here, and I wanted to bring it up as a discussion point. You ding dong.
I like the color that they chose and the graphics.
Yep. Do you like that interior motor cover?
Didn't see it.
So who's really doing the news then?
Hey, there was a lot of news this week.
Yeah, but there wasn't a lot of interesting news. I glazed over for sure.
There was a lot of interesting news. A lot of it. I would like to pull up said news so we can discuss news-related topics even.
Okay, send news. All right, hey, there's the spare now. See, all matchy-matchy.
I need to get my Ripper back going because right now it is so muddy. I
love this thing so much. I just noticed, though, it's missing a lock nut.
Let's see. Oh, did you see the 8/10 scale Tamiya? Honestly, $6,000.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean, like e-bikes cost that much.
Ew, yeah, and I would never be caught dead driving one of those.
What's wrong with you?
Not that there's any problem with
e-bikes. Are cool.
It depends on the e-bike. If it's an e-mountain bike, then yes, agreed. If it's I don't have a driver's license anymore and I'm forced to ride around on this electric thing that looks like a scooter.
Okay.
No, those are not cool.
That's a little different, I guess. And normally the people that ride those here, they have the little gas-powered ones with the little exhaust. Most of them are ridden by people without a license or homes. But you see them riding down Roseville Road all the time. In front of the shop, just on a 94 Huffy with a gas conversion on it.
Someone just said, Rob Sadler said 8/10 Tamiya is less than a Ripper.
Yeah, that is
true.
true. But
It's
the
true.
photos are only renderings at this
Yep.
point, and I have major concerns that they will not be able to produce it for that kind of money.
I think the
Unless
pricing structure is a bit overly optimistic.
it is basically a crappy Chinese go-kart that they try and slap some bodywork onto, then like
Hmm.
possibly they could do it, but I don't know. That
Yeah, I don't know.
so
I'm suspect about the whole thing. If it turns out amazing, I look forward to seeing one
agreed.
in real life.
My guess is that if they do actually happen, the price will be closer to double. If it's anything other than a Chinese go-kart with bodywork on it.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah. We'll see.
you know, like the go-karts you can buy at like Tractor Supply, basically, or wherever. What do you ever have there?
The Coleman scooter,
Sure, but with
like with
four
the
wheels.
yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
Yes.
it's a scooter,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's more like a lawnmower on two wheels.
Says the guy who has a drift trike. I do not own the drift trike.
That's a company product.
That is a yeah, it is a joint company venture. Not venture really. It's like stress relief.
Yes.
And
William Clevenger. Matt, where's that old school square Chevy? I sold that. There was a man who made an offer that I could not refuse, so it's gone. Heck of a truck, though. I enjoyed building that one.
Yeah. Dale C. That's not a homeless person bombing back your work. That is a multimillionaire on his way to his tech job. They just look homeless. Not in Sacramento.
Not in
And
Sacramento.
not near where I work. Those people are absolutely multimillionaires on their way to their tech jobs in their head. But in reality, it is a far more grim situation.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes.
What else news-wise happened this week?
Let's see. So we talked about the RC 4-wheel drive Trailfinder 2 4Runner limited edition 4Runner.
It's limited edition?
Yeah, limited edition. Did you not notice that part?
I did not notice that part.
It is limited to the amount that
what?
they sell. But no, it does say limited edition
to 10,000 units.
Yeah, 10,000 only.
I don't know. I'm making
each of them comes with their own coin. But oh, Rob, what's up, guys? Here's some more Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. All right, I'm gonna start buying it. It went up a lot this week.
You're gonna start buying it? You're late, sir.
Wait, no, I'm not late. It's 50
late.
cents a share now. You could get it'll go way up, further up.
Should have got in at that 24-cent.
I should have. Could have had doubled my money. Could have had $10 instead of $5.
I know, right?
Quack RC, thanks for
Rob.
$5. Hey man, the build yesterday was an awesome build. Yes, which we will talk about here shortly.
Yes.
I have gotten my first shot. Got the thing. After Effects sort of suck. Range Rover was awesome. He's watching
all of the videos. He's catching up on all of your videos.
Yes, that's great. Thanks very much, Quack RC. He does have a baby, so
nothing better to watch when you feel like crap.
Yeah, it's funny. I got the same shot that Quack got, but I didn't feel much of anything because I'm old.
Yeah, right. You just always feel like that.
Yeah. Oh, my bones.
I did want to talk to you about the innovative release from Charisma and their patina yourself sticker kit.
The burrito.
The burrito. It does look like a tortilla when it's on the sticker sheet.
Like a bit of a tortilla. I was like, is that burnt cheese? Wasn't sure what that was.
In the photos of like the profile of the trucks, it doesn't look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because what it looks like is they feathered in all of the edges of the stickers. Because you go to some of the other photos where they maybe spent less time in Photoshop and you're just like, ooh. It's like, I didn't know that rust was shinier than the rest of the parts.
That's pretty funny.
It's Not, you know, I'm
Yeah.
just,
Well, I mean, I can appreciate what they're trying to do. I mean,
I get it.
yeah, freaky skins.
Yep. He's got the
It-
rust bucket
Some
with that, but it's a whole wrap
penis. Yeah, yeah, of course. It's a whole
with
wrap that goes
a
on a
matte laminate and
thing.
everything so that it's kind of the
These
right sheen.
these things, they're smaller than that. They don't cover the whole vehicle.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
they were they made to cover a specific vehicle, or just like it's like
I mean, it says SCA1E.
oh, the Skelly?
Yeah, but beyond that, it doesn't really say anything.
Copy that. Okay, that's not descriptive enough. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I will not be getting those.
Yeah.
Like,
What else? We talked about the GCM C-Max last week because that came out.
C-Max 2. Well, no,
Yes.
actually, we didn't talk about it last
Didn't
week.
we?
No, we only briefly touched on it. I think with the intention of you saving it for the news and then talking about it this week.
That could have been.
Yeah.
But there was that.
Chris and Dana from GCM have done some pretty amazing stuff, and they've sort of updated the chassis itself, and then given you a bunch of options, like straight from the factory. So if you wanted to do a Chevy build, you get the Dana style axles, or a Jeep, you can get those too. Then there's like a Toyota or Land Rover style one with the rounder diffs.
And the widths are adjusted to kind of fit some of those bodies. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So if you're doing like the Blazer body from RC 4-wheel drive, you'll get a full tucking truck. So it looks more realistic.
Tucking trucks, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I would drive me.
Would you drive? Still 3D printed axles, but for people like yourself who aren't, who are cinematic drivers, we'll call you.
My Range Rover is down there, but it's got printed C-Max Series 1 axles. I drove it over that really bumpy erosion protection stuff on my stories.
Yeah,
that was fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, but the other thing that they've updated the internals on all those axles now too, so they're not using the Terra internals like they were, which because I'm sure they were hard to find,
and for other reasons, there's better ideas.
Yeah, so I think they're using sort of this standard AR-44 style.
Much better.
Belief. Yeah, much stronger, will last a lot longer. But they definitely have done their homework, offer a lot of great options. And in fact, they did a special edition of 5 RTRs.
Right.
They sold all 5 of them. And I was surprised because the price is not low.
No, it was like $2,700 Canadian.
Yeah.
So 2,200 US. Not low, but not that bad for a full custom truck built by guys who maybe
who really know their stuff.
They know their stuff. You may really admire. They were the one of 5. They called it a special edition of some sort. So Quack RC, cool. Thank you very much. He says there was for sure a lot of coolish stuff on the news on Tuesday. That MST build was great as well. Non-RC related.
Land Rover Discovery.
I got the Terramana tequila. That's to help with the baby crying. So
you put it on the lips.
No, you just drink it and then you just fall asleep.
Oh, yeah. I mean, either of those things is probably a little delinquent, but whatever. Yeah. I don't have a baby. I don't know what to do with them.
My parents used to tell me how they, when they were teething, Dad had a thing. He had you in the chair and he had some whiskey and put it on his thumb, rub it on your gums, and then he had a toothache too, I think. And
he required a lot more. He didn't just put it on his gums.
I remember specifically one time I was in probably high school, underclassmen maybe, whatever it was. But I remember I had a toothache, and my dad's like, "All right," he's like, "We're gonna pour a cap full of whiskey. You're just gonna put it in your mouth and you're gonna swish it around as long as you can stand it." And we're standing in front of the sink.
Feel the burn.
And he's like, "As long as you can stand it." I was like, "Okay," so I did it. And I was like, I got to the point where it's all I could do, and he just put his hand over my mouth. Mate, like, tooth won't hurt as bad. I'm like, I'm going to school right now. Like, it is 7:25 in the morning.
You were going to school briefly until they smelled that on your breath.
We were in Nebraska.
Oh,
You know,
oh yeah, it's fine in Nebraska. Drinking age is different there.
right.
Yeah. So, okay. All in all, a pretty decent week in terms of news. That we saw the drag slash transmission on Friday night.
Okay.
They're close.
Give me the rest of the chassis. Let me
get Josh. Just
let me see it.
hold your horses.
Copperhead ESC from Castle.
Yep.
I picked up
definitely a good value there.
I bought 2 of those.
Nice.
Just because, right?
Sure.
I think they're actually going to be a great ESC for our market. They're less expensive than a Mamba X. Mamba X is one of my favorite ESCs.
Same
Mamba X and the RX4 are the ones I go back and forth.
Always go-tos for the more performance-oriented trucks.
But it's like, okay, I mean, I run 4S in a lot of builds. Most of my trucks I run 4S on. But this one still runs 4S. It doesn't run 6S.
No.
Which I'll probably start going to next year.
Right, exactly. Yeah, all my scale builds I run on 8S.
Yeah.
It's hard to fit the battery in them. All my trucks have trailers now.
Yeah. So 4S capable, censored motor. So it's kind of that mid ground between the Sidewinder and the Mamba X. But so it does up to 4S. It is censored. It's got data logging light, which I don't know that I've ever used the data logging on my Mamba X.
No.
The only time I ever used it was by accident, and then I had to drive around for the rest of the day on the trail with it beeping, telling me that the data capacity was full.
Yeah.
So I made sure to turn that off.
Sounds like something you would do.
And it doesn't have the aux wire that you can use to adjust settings from your radio.
So no adjustable drag brake on the fly.
That is correct.
Essentially.
And I'm okay with that. You know,
I like that feature a lot. I
do like that as well.
A fair bit.
And in some of my builds, I've really liked it. So, you know, but I'm fine with losing that for the cost. I think $110 is the retail. So
yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
that's going to put some pressure on the other guys.
It is. It is. You know, I mean, the Mamba X was already priced pretty well. Now, the Mamba X does have that snazzy aluminum machined case, which I do like. But this one, plastic case, it's okay.
It's fine.
The copper color and all that, like, I don't like it, but whatever.
Yeah, that's not my favorite.
No, it makes it look kind of Chinesey to me.
I don't know if I'd go that route, but it's a little too.
It looks like it. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
So I just like.
Craig Banks has said this a number of times. I just wanted to get this out here. Beat the Creek 2021 had 800 plus people, 700 plus trucks over 2 days.
Cool.
That sounds pretty good. Good job.
Absolutely.
6S has 3 times the runtime. Interesting, Bar Harbor Masher.
I mean, that's just like on its
assuming
own, not
crawling.
True. Yeah, you have to. It depends on all things considered. Like, there's a lot more.
Pretty light on the throttle, so
a lot more variables than just that. But
Super Drake's RC, that was the Vanquish Ripper that I was fiddling with, putting the spare on there to match. Yeah. I ended up buying all the bits from Vanquish, and they sent that stuff to me this week. So this rebuild's all done, back on regular axles again, and matchy.
Where did the original axles go? Did they end up under the Capra?
No, I sold them.
Oh. Okay.
What? Is that all right?
No, yeah, I mean, I don't care, but I was just like, I knew you took them off and then you put the Capra axles underneath of it. And then I know you had F9 swapped your Capra.
No. The F9, the F9s are on the Capra. They're still on there. The original ones from the Ripper are on the Capra now.
Okay.
The Capra axles that I took off the Ripper Those I sold. They're gone.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So-
I don't, they're too wide.
For you, I totally agree. Can't handle it.
Can't handle that kind of girth. All right, let's do mail call because I've got stuff.
Okay.
So first thing on the list today, I got a nice care package from Scale Metal Supplies.
Nice.
Sent me a nice sticker sheet with a couple of bumper stickers on there, and I have to say I'm a little bit like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Everybody does bumper stickers. It's totally cool. So nice sticker sheet there, and I saw this thing and I ordered a couple of them because I thought this was a really kind of innovative idea. He's offering these bend and braze bumpers that you can you fold this all up. Well, I guess bend it. Probably not by hand. I got a.
I like that sound effect.
But you've bend this all up, and it all kind of folds together really nicely. It's a pre-cut laser cut pattern, and then you braze it together. Add a couple of these handy tabs on the end here, and you've got yourself a full metal bumper.
Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, sent me a front mounting one with his logo emblazoned, laser cut into it, and a rear one too. So I'm going to put those on the LS Post, which is all wrapped up now too.
Oh, good deal.
Got a man in there and everything. Ozzy Al's driving this one, and mounted very firmly to the VS410 chassis. I put 600 hubs to get it to be a little bit wider. I felt like
for that build
looks better on this build that way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's the full size build with that had some really wide axles for the body. So
sure did.
Pretty reasonable.
So everything's in there, full interior. I even fabbed up a little tiny, really hard to see, but I made a little tiny battery box in the back, so everything is hidden. You don't see any electronics anywhere. It's pretty rad. I'm really happy with that. All Tekin electronics in that. BXR with a Castle BEC, so I can run 3S.
Yep, obviously, because you more power.
All the power. Can't be 2S on that. But this bumper is going to be perfect. It's like the perfect width for the front of that truck.
It gets narrower when you fold it, right?
Yes, obviously. Shush. All right, what else? I got some Proline trenchers.
Nice.
Mounted on 2.8s. That's for the Haas.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, these are gigantic.
It's hard to
you
tell.
Not notice. Hey, these are full size. I've got man size hands. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're pre-mounted. Hopefully, the right direction this time.
Yeah. Hopefully, one each direction. I don't know how that works there.
These are the belted ones too, so they're not going to.
Oh, so you are going to lose some control in the air. Just be aware now. For all that sick air you were getting with that thing.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Also, I got this really cool box.
Is that a fox?
It might be. Might be a fox of some description. This is from Artful Dodgers. And they're starting to do some stuff. I got to say, this is the most amazing RC packaging that I think I've ever seen.
It's looking
everything's branded.
Yeah,
like
it's
really,
looking very like startup style.
Yeah, like kind of like a GoFundMe or
right.
Not GoFundMe, the other one.
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo or Kickstarter.
Kickstarter, yes.
Yeah, but like everything's branded. They've got like all kinds
even
of great
the logo and like the cult is everything of it. Yeah.
Right? Like it all kind of matches.
These people obviously do something else that ties them into that area.
Graphic design or something. But like everything comes packaged individually.
What is it at this point? Like at this point, I'm just like, yeah, that's some cool packaging and stickers and all. What the hell's in the
What
box?
is it? So it's for the Enduro IFS.
Oh,
There's
it's the
front
skid
skid
plates.
plate, right?
I've
Skid
seen
plate
those.
there. This one is the short one, I think, or stainless. Maybe it's stainless. They also included a couple extras, including diff cover, which is pretty cool. Like all the packaging, it's all so integrated. It just feels like a company, you know? It feels
Yes.
like it's like Vanquish level branding, like their
Yep.
logo and everything's on everything,
Not like that Cam Tech that you and I both bought.
which is coming up because I got mine.
Oh, that's right.
Winch land anchor as well, all handmade.
What's in the box? Yeah.
What's in the box? What's in the box? They sent me a Wrangler keychain, which is pretty nice. What else is in here? Like, there's a bunch of stuff. Here's another one. This is like another. This one's steel instead of stainless, so that is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Some shock keys. I've never used a shock key before.
They make some sense, you know.
And then some arm skid plates as well. So, like, really cool packaging, really great products. Looks like a lot of good stuff.
They
for
do
my
make that. They do make
Bronco.
that Element IFS setup look a little cooler, even if it will not help that thing.
Not looking forward to help.
No, that's.
But that's Artful Dodgers. They've got an eBay store and they're on Instagram. Artful Dodgers.
Thank you.
At Artful Dodgers _design.
There you go. Thank you for the $5 Sea Fart Fire Truck. The best username.
Best username.
It's been a while since I made it home for a live stream. Happy Wednesday.
Nice one. That's great. And then here's my Reliant Robin.
Yes.
This body, you could wear this as a hard hat.
I told you when I got it, I'm like, this thing is like a hard body. And, you know, you just didn't believe me and were just such a naysayer. And then there you go. You end up with one yourself.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
The paint job on mine is coming along fantastically.
I know. I've seen it. All hail Satan. I got the Satan motor as well. Foam wheels or foam tires, eh?
Yeah.
But then he molds all this stuff. Like he's got
it's all got Cam Tech in it. The everything. Cam Tech.
It's already got a Dean's on there, so I'm ready to go. What's this thing in here? What is this in here?
That's the battery box, sir.
The battery goes into that?
Yep.
The little, like, there's a styrene molded.
Yeah, that's a tray.
It just sits like that.
Pretty much. Cam Tech.
So what do you have to? You got to undo the screws to get it. That seems.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you can put it on top of it. Go for that.
Where's the differential?
Yeah, exactly. The Cam Tech sounds like one of like the commercials that would be playing on the radio during Grand Theft Auto, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. Totally. Careful, Matt. You keep that body on your head, you're going to roll over.
You just fall out of that chair.
Thank you, DK, for making me chuckle. All right. Thank you, Cam Tech Satan.
I didn't get anything this week other than.
Oh, I'm sorry. I still have one more thing, Josh.
Oh, you're very helpful.
Seafart Fire Truck also gave me $5. Thank you very much. I think he does it just so we say his name.
It's worth it.
It totally is. All right. The last thing today, and you might be shocked by this choice that I made.
Should I guess?
You should guess.
Okay. I need a genre.
On-road.
On-road. Oh shit. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It shocked me as well.
On-road. It's obviously not too big because it's in the shop. On-road. It's a full car.
It is a full car.
It's a mini Z then.
Oh, it's not a mini Z. It's bigger than that.
Really? Is it the low C drag car? Does that count as on-road?
Yeah, that would count as on road, but
But
that's
it's
not
not
what
that.
this is.
Okay. Yeah, you would have
Those
sent me.
don't. Those
You would,
Those aren't out yet. Camtech is British, Mike.
yes.
People are. Most people are going Fajan.
Fine.
Fajan.
Okay. I can't. And you haven't sent me a photo of it like in our chat. So
No, I saved this just for tonight.
wow, I am. Please tell me it's a limitless. So we can be limitless friends.
Well, I mean, I think with some tuning, I could get this to limitless speeds. Rogue Creations, thanks for the $5.
Interesting. Okay, now I got to see it. It's a
All right, are you
sidecar.
ready?
It's a sidecar.
I hope you're ready for this. This is
I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited because I actually don't know. We usually send each other a photo of anything we're excited about. Look at this.
Vidjo, get ready to take your screenshots because this is going to be it for the week. Okay, here we go. All right, ready?
You're holding it far out there.
Ready?
What is this? Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yeah. It's a
no.
It's a Yaris, guys. I couldn't help myself. I saw it at the hobby store today. And I only went for paint. I only went for black paint.
Well, the good news is you only spent twice as much as you would have anyway. So
I can't wait to build this and then send it to you.
Oh my God. Do it. I'm going to convert it to a 3-wheeler. Like,
yes.
In the single wheel in the back though. Like a striker.
Just no hand. Actually, better
God.
hand. Dave Zilla just goes, "That's awesome. I'm ordering one."
Yes. Yeah.
That is the high performance one, I might add.
Does it come with a more silver motor?
RC front wheel drive high performance car. Features front mounted motor and front wheel drive for nimble handling.
I have never driven a front wheel drive RC car, I don't believe.
I'm very excited.
Have I ever driven a front wheel drive?
This is the MO5 chassis, which offers 3 different wheelbases, much like any MO car. It's 1/10 scale, and it includes an electronic forward and reverse speed controller. I presume a motor, too. It's a 540 can. Probably a Mambushi, but did you catch the stream last night?
I did. I watched the whole thing.
Johnson.
I
was so disappointed and then thrilled.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so there you go.
You got to surprise Johnson.
You never want to surprise Johnson.
So as I held up, I've got another 1.9 Wraith.
Have you gotten, where'd you get that? You just picked that up recently?
No, that's why it's kind of not mail call at all, like in any sort of way. But
you're looking around the room for something to show off.
The only reason is I brought it in here. I bought this in whenever Scale Nationals was. What was that, a month ago? 6 weeks? 6 weeks ago? I bought it then, and I honestly have not unpacked a lot of my gear from then.
Was this a ready to run?
As are all of the Axial 1.9 Wraiths.
No, but I mean, was this a used?
No, this is brand new. You can tell by the sticky protectors here underneath of the battery tabs.
See, that's the only one I don't have.
Now, I will tell you that I did think that this was orange when I agreed to buy it. And then I bought it when I was at Scale Nationals. And I was like, sweet, it's like perfect. I never had the orange one. I sold my black one. And then I realized I literally just didn't have room to bring anything else home because I had so much stuff with me. And even though the cargo space is so plentiful in the Gladiator, the box that this was in was going to be an issue. So I opened the box up and just took all the stuff out and I went, damn it, it's another black Wraith. But
how did you agree to buying something and not know what actually the color was? When you said, is this the orange one? The person selling it said, yes.
The person who was selling it had it for minutes.
Oh, it was a winning.
Yes. So
Right.
I
Got
said,
it.
I have cash in my pocket, and I happen to love
How all
that.
deals are made.
I happen to love the Axial 1.9 Wraith.
Yeah, I really like the look of it. I just never got around to getting one.
It's just one of the best driving Axial 1.9s. It really is. The chassis isn't that heavy, like, so with there's the body and everything, it doesn't add a lot of weight. There's no metal frame rails. So with just the basics that we normally do, throwing wheels on it, you throw your sticky tires, your wheels, shocks and links, all the way to slam down low, and it just drives. And they really just become great fun. So
I should get one. I'm going to get one. I'm going to order one tonight.
They're just, like I said, they're so much fun to drive. They're underrated. The Wraith itself was played out, in all honesty, by the time this came out. I don't think that there's any denying that. So
No.
This little car just didn't get the...
It came out at a weird time, too, if I recall.
That it really did.
Right? Like, that was right in the middle of part of the transition, wasn't it? Like, wasn't that the transition vehicle?
God. So, yeah, this came out. What was I down in LA for? Oh, I was down in LA for, let's see, when is Proline by the Fire usually? May?
Yes.
So this came out right around May of 2019. There you go. Because I was down in LA, maybe it was April. Around then, I went down there to go, it was for like Nicole's uncle's brain surgery in San Diego. And while I was down there, I went and saw the guys who were going to be creating Element, because they were, the reason why I asked about Proline by the Fire is because they were going to debut the company at Proline by the Fire. So I knew it was just about a month before that. But I took this down, not this one, but the one like it, to Corona Del Mar and did some video there. And just like I said, if you have the opportunity to pick one up for a deal, especially, jump on it, because they just drive. Gunner,
I will get one.
Thank you, sir. When Matt's country allows him to leave, he better come to Cali and we will all race Camtex. Loser eats 2 servings of the new Armageddon jerky.
Oh, I can't lose. I'll have to soup up my Satan motor. I'll have the power of Satan.
We should do it, and I'll buy like 3 extras of them, and we'll just get some other people.
So so it's not down to like the 3 of us eating jerky.
Yeah.
Good idea.
No, those people are gonna just drive the track backwards, trying to take us out.
I don't. Yes. So I'm going to get one of those. I'm going to get the orange one.
Yeah, perfect. Brian Vogel says, I just picked up a 1.9 Wraith 2 weeks ago from RPP for under $300.
That's a good deal.
It is. I mean,
I would like to find one that maybe doesn't have the electronics in it.
I know what you mean.
Because I don't want another radio.
Yeah.
I've got too many as it is. I was there at the hobby shop getting my paint. Well, trying to get paint, and I picked up this Yaris. I should have dropped off all the radios, because that's what I do, right? I take all the radios to the hobby. Darn it. Shoot. Some people are talking about the stripper pole and the Johnson in the chat.
Stripper pole?
Yeah, the stripper pole.
Portion.
You missed that part last night. So that part...
Is that when you were assembling the rear cage stuff?
No, the stripper pole is the body post in the front.
Oh.
It's like super long.
Didn't see that.
This piece.
Yeah, no, I see it now. It's very noticeable.
Anyway, this is where I'm at so far. Look at this, right?
That looks fantastic.
Ampro did an amazing
I would have a really hard time wanting to put the body on,
because this looks so good now.
I prefer, like, caged vehicles are my thing. The thing I like, and that is starting to like show off what it. That looks so good.
Yeah, I've mounted the switch in the place where it goes on the back here, and you're like,
oh, thank you for following the instructions. Like,
No,
Congratulations. You're you're
shut up. So
you're an
what goes
innovator.
on there, you ding dong, is that tiny little Futaba controller.
Oh.
That's the new switch. Goes on top of that. It
Oh.
becomes a little on-off switch, but it looks like you've got a controller on the back
On
of the
the luggage tray.
luggage tray or whatever. Isn't that cool?
It is
Because there's
cool.
no rear window in the Sand Scorcher. And I started painting all the detail stuff.
This while
Isn't
you're
this so
that
great,
does
right?
look fantastic. That's the SLS printed stuff from
Yes.
Ampro, right? Perry
Yes.
G brought up something great that I think ties in. We should talk about. He
Oh,
says now
let's
that
talk.
they're owned by Horizon, maybe they'll start doing bind and drive and axials, which is a great point. Like
That is a great idea. Do that already.
because well, I mean they do that on
surely by now.
they do that on or they did that on like the Baja Ray stuff, right? I think the Rock Rays,
Not the
and then they did it on some of the large scale stuff. Makes sense. Like
on the DBXLE
right.
5.0 or whatever it is.
So I wonder why they haven't jumped into that yet. Me not being the Spectrum user, regardless, what doesn't matter. I still know that the Spectrum ecosystem is a great area to be. If you run Spectrum, fantastic. I prefer Futaba, but whatever. Like it's such a nice thing that Horizon has a quality radio system that they can do this with, and that it's totally acceptable. And it's something that I myself would jump in or you would
100%.
would purchase because I don't need the e-waste or the extra radios, like whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just
I know it costs them next to nothing to put them in there, and it just makes sense from a marketing standpoint to sell it as ready to run. But at least do a short run of bind and drives because it would save me so much hassle.
I'm sure that it's one of those things like, I mean, I understand in a lot of ways, like we have to order, you know, we're ordering this many of them. We have to do all of the work that it takes to do it as far as manuals and instructions and SKU numbers and everything.
I mean, Davezilla brings up a good point that all the planes come bind and fly.
Yeah. And, you know,
right? So. Okay, here's a good argument for a bind and drive SCX-10-3. You put both servos in there, so you get dig and the 2-speed and steering. So that's a 3-channel radio right there.
And unless you want to control the ESC as well, and you know,
4-channel.
That'd be fine. I mean, either way, you can pick.
I mean, I don't need to control the ESC.
You just place it where you want to take your pretty photo to edit later.
That's going to be a good one. But yeah, that is a good argument, money-wise, to make a bind and drive.
It is. I imagine that it's not it's probably, I mean, I don't know. They did it on those other ones, and it seemed to be worthy to them. Now, I will say that the
rollers
and
kits should be an option for almost anything.
I agree.
Oh, he said that. So
kit over everything, right?
Kit over everything, exactly.
But I will say at the same time, I see more people using stock radios at events than anything. You know what I mean?
It? Do you?
Yeah, you got to think about it and think about how many groups there are with dad, 2 kids, you know, another family with and it's like the 2 dads are maybe running DX5s, but everybody else has got Spectrum DX3Es that they're, you know, scratching their back with, and it's just stock stuff. So
using it to eat like fries.
Yeah, they're digging and they're bored and just digging in the sand with it.
Oh, you've
been falling on it like.
Oh,
Jeremy Burris, thank you very much. Crawl Space has a picture of the new Rift on Facebook. Cat is out of the bag, so let's see your Rift.
Do they really? On Facebook, in the Crawl Space? I'm going to go look.
I was not lying, Jeremy Burris, when I said that I do not have one. I have the regular one. However, mine is literally in pieces at this point. So
the Crawl Space.
I need to I need to pick up another one for myself.
Oh, there it is.
Mine has been commandeered by the shop so that we can make axles and things like that.
Optional diable tube chassis, huh?
Die, chassis, die.
I'm not gonna say what.
I would dye mine Monster Energy green.
Ooh, good choice. I would dye mine powder blue.
Yes, you would.
Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to have
Robin Egg
build
Blue
schedule this weekend, but there's a strong chance that I might be building something live.
Live build.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I will say that my live build on Friday is not that. VS 410 Flex Seal Edition.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
I'm so excited.
You have it.
I do not have it.
Oh dear.
I sent a call tag FedEx 2-day to Phoenix, who dropped it off. Should be here with plenty of time. Now, what does scare me is that I sent Phoenix a message and I said, send me the weight and size of the package so I can get you a call tag. And then, of course, I was busy for a couple of days. And, well, he had sent me that right away, like an adult. And then I, of course, chased a butterfly. And then he comes back 2 days later and he's like, here's an updated size and weight for you. Like, what? Why did that change?
You put in some extra cheese.
So, I'm not going to open
Flex Seal. There's an extra can of Flex Seal now.
Touch-up paint.
I can't wait to see it. I have a thing on Friday nights with the work poker game, but I am definitely watching.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be great.
So, I'm very excited. Even if a bind and drive axial is $20 less, it's still better than having a useless radio on the shelf. And, you know, the only thing I do like is that I can take out radios into something else that I'm not going to keep either, but just it's better to not. But the bigger problem is that somehow I take those things out and put in my receiver and use my regular radio. Somehow when I take them out, the two items that go together
you're like, oh,
let's not keep those together. Like,
who would like a radio without a receiver?
Yeah, it's like The Office when all the stuff comes from Sabre. Michael gives the one person the scanner and the other guy the power cord. Or he gives them a fax machine or whatever.
Michael, I don't think that's for you to distribute.
Who's Gabe?
Mike Upton said you're going to get a Flex Seal sponsorship.
I mean, they did highlight rock crawling in their advertisements. Just saying. I need a hat. Just Flex.
RC Addict was asking, how do I play poker over Zoom? Which we play on Poker Stars for play money. And we have a Zoom going so we can see each other. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
For play money?
Well, yeah, but
wink,
then,
wink.
Bank transfers afterwards.
Okay. I was going to say.
I get a lot of those. I don't send money very often.
I can just see you in your basement on Friday nights, sitting there clicking them.
In the dark with my sunglasses on. Well, it's funny you put those sunglasses on because Zoom has a filter for sunglasses, like to deal with sunglasses. So I just wear those. I don't wear them all the time. It's a funny gag. But did everybody see the reference? I just wanted to show this real quick.
Oh my God! Yes. So this is your reference for your Scorcher.
Yes.
And what was the text 69. That is plastered amongst it?
It says, It says, in memory of my brother Shippy.
Shippy? Not
Ship-
Skippy.
Shippy.
Shippy.
Shippy. And then underneath that, it says, I miss you, fucker.
Hey, you know what? I think I could be friends with that guy. Like that's how I'd say
Yeah.
it too.
Exactly. I'm going to do the plates. I'm going to do everything. It's going to be exactly the same.
What's the plates on it?
They're Oregon plates.
Oh, they're not
Probably
they're not funny. They're just
no. 091 EZ F, I believe.
Okay.
Miss you, fucker.
Miss you, fucker.
But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that giant tall pipe on it too. I think Knight Customs, Mr. James Knight,
friend. I know that guy. Friend of ours.
Jimmy Knight, as I like to call him.
Jimmy.
Good old Jimmy. He does a great couple of motor options that I've already downloaded from his My Mini Factory, and I'm going to plop one of those in the back too. So it's going to be fully scaled out, scaling it out.
Yeah.
Miss you, Shippy.
James, Jimothy. Mind if I call you Jimothy? Please don't.
Do you know that I know somebody who named their kid Jimothy?
No.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, if I had a list of people presented in front of me and said, guess which one of these people knows somebody who named somebody Jimothy, you'd be at the first one I'd choose. Like this guy. Only guy.
It would be me for sure.
It'd be you. You.
Somebody from my college years, I think they've they've named their kid Jimothy. I presume because they think that's the long form of Jim.
I mean, someone talked somebody into thinking that Bob was the short version of Robert. So
yeah, I thought the long form of Jim was James.
I believe it is. I'm pretty sure. I've known a few.
I
even work with one every day.
Call him Jimmy tomorrow for me.
Jimothy? Have you guys considered something like a CCO2 build off? Judge just seeing which I have a hard time reading the rest of it. You guys could judge it by seeing which can go over dirt. Yes. Like, but just the thought of the CC. I like Tamiya for a lot of their things. The CCO2, not one of them. I think the CCO1 was cooler.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree. I liked the fact that, and in my review, I was very clear about it. It's the Tamiya way.
Yeah.
To do things in a very strange manner. And they did a lot of things very strangely in the CCO2.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't have any desire to own one. No.
Jay Walker pouring some on the curb for old Shippy.
Short form of Jimothy is Dick.
I thought the long form of Jim was Jamiroquai. Thomas the Tank Engine. Hey, I just got on. What's going on with the new Axial? It is a Rift kit.
Is it a Sand Scorcher or a Blitzer Beetle? It is a Sand Scorcher.
It's a Sand Scorcher.
But I don't know what a Blitzer Beetle is. What is it?
Blitzer Beetle was, I think it was the same chassis as the Nissan King Cab, just a Beetle body instead. So very wide stance, sort of stadium truck in the appearance.
Okay. So it didn't have the scale accurate suspension of the Sand Scorcher?
No. It had much better suspension than the Sand Scorcher.
Much better functioning, but the Sand Scorchers is legit cool.
Yeah, it's super cool, man. This is super legit.
The Sand Scorcher being like scale accurate style suspension makes it cooler than any of the other ones. Like
Agreed. And then in the back, what I did, because I wanted to keep these rear shocks, but you can't use the torsion bar with this kit because it changes the whole chassis. So you should run a coilover. I put the coil from plastic over tray that's supposed to go in here, but you're not using it anymore. It's like a spring-based mount system that kind of like you force it down and then twist so it stays dust-free inside. If that's what you were doing, but I'm not. Anyway, I took those springs and put them inside the shock.
Oh, and that's enough.
So it's a lot better than what they were offering.
Okay, I'll give you that. I saw that you did try and put oil in them. That was fun. It's like that's a good move. I've seen these shocks before. There's no seal. Like
there is no seal.
You just plan on putting that oil somewhere else.
Yeah, it was mostly on the desk.
Yeah, that's about right. That's what happens.
It's a lot like that time that you didn't put the bleeder cap on.
God.
Wait. Best of all time.
Stay right there. Go get you a towel.
Yeah, Mike Upton put it pretty properly here. Tamiya bodies, yes. Tamiya chassis,
Yeah. Pretty much, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
in a lot of cases.
I did finish the FXX, the MST FXX last week.
Yeah, you were doing some junk on the Stepcraft, right?
Negative.
What am I thinking of? Oh, this is the drift car that I know nothing about. Maybe Vidjo just...
No, the FXX is the drift car.
Right, the drift car, yeah. Vidjo just said, maybe you were supposed to fill the tissue in the shock instead of using it to sop up the oil, right?
So, no, I got the, this is that drift chassis I built
look
last
at those
Friday.
wheels. Wow.
Oh, they're terrible. I forgot to look for those. We did some like prototype, look at that steering angle.
Look at the sheen on those wheels and tires.
Yeah, that's what drifting is all about. Matthew. But this is the cool one because it's got the motor in the front. Like, I know that this is an old chassis and not the way they do it anymore in the high-end stuff. But
I don't do that anymore.
This is still so much cooler when the motor's in the right spot.
I agree.
So,
it's like about them Vanquish chassis.
Yeah. But I mean, I got to get rid of these wheels, and then I, of course, have to pass this body off to somebody.
Yeah, you can't do that. There's windows.
There's windows. Oh, man.
I can't be expected to be able to put on a mask as well as paint.
Yeah. My favorite is when I go drop off a body to Moose Jaw, and I go, yeah, I forgot the window masks. You're going to have to make your own. Actually, I didn't even say it that way. I said, I forgot the window masks. You need those? And he's like,
well,
I'll make my own. It's fine.
Oh,
like,
boy.
okay.
You're the worst customer ever.
I'm the worst customer. I'm like, I pass it off and I go, I don't care. I don't care.
Speaking of masking, this is Josh. This is what masking a body looks like. Not sure if you've seen this before, but that's masking tape and window masks. And this is the Proline van body, as you may have recognized. I've done some masking already, and I've decided on a theme.
Yes.
This is the Jean-Claude Damn Van.
Oh, I so much approve. I mean,
yeah,
I grew up with so much Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like,
so yeah, I thought Jean-Claude Damn
Van, fantastic.
Pretty fitting. And I actually went online and found a Simpsonized portrait of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay.
Which I've added to the...
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh, that's going to get some hand airbrushing after I get all the color on.
I think that will be good. Quick breaking news update. Moose Jaw popped in here, said the Camtech Satan is almost done.
Yes. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, so I've added a few things here. It's going to be a pretty unique paint job, I think. There's a lot of color. Purple, metallic anodized purple, backed with purple. green metallic. And then the stripes on the side, it's going to be 3 colors. So it'll be a black outline and then a white. And then I think I might do a yellow square. There's a lot going on here. But it's gonna be pretty unique, I think. And
Yep.
I kind of did it like a vintage kind of 60s, 70s drag car. But it's
Oh,
also going to have all the RC Nerds printed parts as well. So bumper and grill, rear bumper,
are you going
and
to
then I
put the
did the
curtains in?
teardrop windows. I don't know. I think I might leave that because what I'm planning on doing is actually going to give this away. I think I'm not going to cut any body posts or anything, and we'll just give it to someone and they can do what they want with it.
Here, you drive this.
Yeah, you enjoy this, John Claude Damn Van.
the best joke ever played. Sucker.
Enjoy. So yeah, that's upcoming. But I'm
That's
really
good.
looking forward to painting that because that's going to be a blast.
I mean, that sounds terrible, but I can't. Just trying to.
Oh, the number of colors, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like
For you, maybe.
you're gonna be sitting there all day waiting for the paint to dry between coats. Like
No, I have a heat gun.
50,
I have a heat
heat
gun
gun
for that.
Oh, okay.
But that'll probably be a 2-day job, if I'm honest.
Ugh. I can't imagine staring at paint cans for longer than about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I just spray the first one on there, walk away. As soon as I remember, like, oh yeah, go back in there and whatever the second coat or backing color may be, you only get one shot.
I actually thought about like on the hood. It's a very small area on this van, but I thought about like a kicking foot. It's like, ow.
I think you should just 3D print the kicking foot, just like a freaking unicorn, just hanging out there,
sticking out of the top. Maybe.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is a car enthusiast.
Yes, I did know that.
Hoovy from Hoovy's Garage has his Bentley right now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, in case you're a car enthusiast YouTuber watcher.
I am a bit of an enthusiast.
So, yeah, that's I mean, then there's the classic commercial with him doing the splits between the two semis.
I thought about that too. I was like, do I do like a silhouette of him doing the splits on the roof?
That
might have been good too.
On the back doors, like the trucker girl, but just him doing the splits.
You know what? It's not too late. I will draw that up tonight and add that. Perfect. Make a note somewhere.
I mean, it's the best trucker girl silhouette ever.
Why not? I love it. That's a good idea. Auction for charity, eh?
Perry G says, Tamaya spray cans can make the time fly, especially when the room is closed off and you breathe deeply. Yeah. God.
Hey, you baloney.
Love the stream. First time catching you live. Saw Matt do things to his Gladiator, but never see Josh do anything with his. Josh, do you not care for the Gladiator? I believe he's talking about the RC Gladiator, Matt.
Oh, I know he's talking about the RC Gladiator.
I don't own an RC Gladiator. I own an actual Gladiator.
No, didn't you get an RTR Gladiator?
Negative, Ghost Rider. I did not get a RTR SCX-10-3 at all. I got the kit, but that was it. I did not get the Gladiator. So I even have one, but you know, if I got that one, it would have bigger tires than my real one.
The wheels would be wider too.
So, yeah, no, I do not have that. Maybe one day. I'm just not sure what day. I honestly, I like a lot of the Axials, but the SCX-10-3 I like, but it doesn't drive as like I would like
Here
as
we
much.
Go.
I know. I don't enjoy.
You're spoiled by your Vanquish stuff.
I love the SCX-10-2.
I know you do.
I, of course, want to drive a VS410 Pro more than just about anything. But the SCX-10-2 drives so good.
I don't disagree.
The SCX-103 does not match the SCX-102 in driving performance.
If you put the straight axle kit on the SCX-103, I think it's a better drive.
Not even close.
I do.
Not even close.
I think it's a better drive than the one with portals. That's what I'm saying.
No.
You haven't even driven it. How do you know?
I have driven it. Thank you.
The straight axle.
You mean the Gladiator?
Yeah.
No, I'm not driven. I guarantee.
The Gladiator is better than the.
You take the Gladiator. I will let you put the straight axles on it and whatever power system you want. Whatever one. And I will beat you with a box stock honcho. And I will challenge you to a competition. No, if I had a glove in here, I would virtually slap you.
The wheelbase is longer. No, that's not a fair
comparison. Then I'll let you use the Jeep.
Fine. Great. Good.
Done.
You have to wait. No, you have to do the competition by yourself.
What?
You drive both of them. That's the only fair way to do it. Because I'm not as good of a driver as you. Admittedly, I'm not. So
I mean, I know, but you say it's better, so you should have the advantage. You should be able to. I
didn't say it was. Did I say it was
you
better?
did say it was better? Or maybe you said it was just as good.
But I think it's just
not.
As good.
It's not.
We'll see.
It's just the motor's too high. It kind of floppy around.
Did you say the motor's too high? What's wrong with you? The motor is. The motor is too high in comparison to a VS410
or an SCX-102.
I think it's in a better location than it is on the SCX-102.
It is forward, but next to the servo.
Next to the servo.
Yeah, way up in the air.
Oh boy.
Might as well be an MST.
Okay. Yes. Joel J. You're not spamming at all. The link below in my chat or the link below in this window.
Link in bio.
The merch bar does take you to Teespring, and that's the only place to buy official Scaled Builders Guild merchandise. If you want the knockoffs, those are available as well, which is shocking to me that someone took the time to knock off the Scale Builders Guild.
Gerald, Josh, do you expect to have to pay a customs fee when your Prusa ships to the U.S.?
Oh, good question. Probably not.
I don't think so. I think it's going DHL. Maybe.
I had to pay duty, but that's typical of anything
for you.
In Canada. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I have to. And actually, I think that I'm almost positive that is the case. I wonder if Gunner's still in here. Gunner has one. He got picked up, and but I'm pretty sure that I don't have to. Regardless, I don't know when that would be here. I think it said like 2 to 4 weeks. Did I order it last week or the week before?
You ordered it last week, so you got 3 more weeks.
Yep.
Bumper sticker sheets. The bumper sticker sheet is done. I just have to redo the license plate sheet, and then I'll send those off to the printers. And in a couple of weeks, we'll have new bumper stickers. How many should I make this time? Because I made
1,000.
Oof, that's way too many. I think I did 225 last time.
Why wouldn't you do 250? 225? Where did that number come from? You make the weirdest decisions.
It was the absolute right decision because I don't have any left.
Yeah, that makes it the wrong decision.
No,
you should always have
extras.
You want one left. You want to have sold.
I keep
all of them but one.
I keep one of each one.
I'm just saying, like, you want to not be able to sell one. That means you ordered the right amount.
No. Well,
yeah,
whatever.
That's the only way you'd be able to know. See.
Okay, I'll try that this time. 226.
Yeah. Just work your way up. And just work your way up until next one. 227.
Hey, Josh, how's your TRX-6 coming along? Are you ready to make that thing go fast again?
I need to order tires. And honestly, that's it. Tires.
I can send you some if you want. Half of them are mounted improperly.
Yeah, I don't want your tires. Your tires don't go straight.
They never did. They always veered to the left.
It was definitely the tires.
Must have been, right?
As soon as, that thing just needs tires. That's, and honestly, tires have been very difficult to come about right now.
Yeah, everything is pretty difficult to come about.
Yeah. So, I might. I've just been watching to try and buy them, but I might just be that guy and email Proline, see if I can pull a favor.
Dear Proline, I don't know if you know me.
I don't know if you remember this, but I'm the guy who won the poll, and
the poll.
Yeah, for the best looking truck.
Right. It did, self-admittedly, I think I went a step too far. It might have been a bit too much going on.
You know what? It's hard to beat a number 3 on the door. I'm just telling you.
True.
You got big white letters on the side of your tires and a number 3 on the door, you win. I don't care what you're doing. Man. I don't care what you're doing. You win.
Big Red Bitch, I'll let everybody know at the exact same time when stickers are ready.
So,
yeah, I don't know if you know me. I'm kind of a big deal in the tiny truck world.
Yeah.
My name's Josh.
I don't know why all these sellouts, it's just, and I'm just cleaning my car every once in a while, and I really like to use this. This is actually Proline spray here for shine and detail of your RC cars.
When people sell out, it's so obvious, and it's really like annoying.
I have such a headache. Try here, this.
Take 2 of these.
Oh, Nuprin. Little,
yellow.
Different. What happened to Nuprin?
I don't know. It went away.
Yeah.
Lone Star RC guy, thanks for the $4.99 for always irritating Josh.
I hope that a quarter of the people understand our dated and super old references to specific scenes in movies. Yeah, let's just say.
Stabby Josh, a bit too far. I think the word you're looking for is fugly. It had a theme. I themed that build around a Formula One car.
Yes.
Perhaps I went too far.
Yeah. You know what? If anything, Matt, I think we learned something. Our fans are more NASCAR than Formula One.
That's true.
Even if I myself enjoy some very fancy Lipton tea from Greece. It's more Budweiser around here than...
Clearly, I need to start broadcasting at a different time to take advantage of that European contingent.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Here's to you, Shippy.
Yeah. I like your hipster hexagonish they're geometric shaped glass.
Look at the inside of that too.
Are you drinking a Moscow Mule out of that?
This is not a Moscow Mule glass. This is a Scotch glass.
Oh, it looks copper from the inside.
I'm drinking an old dram of Auchentoshan.
Okay. I was so late getting here, I didn't even grab bubbly.
Are you going to be okay?
I'm parched.
Mike Upton goes, I'm old and senile, and I get it.
I think let's just say. Grimger, thank you, sir. Throwing down some bones for helping me pull the trigger on a VS410. Both review videos helped me decide.
Both of his videos?
Both of your meaning
videos. Both of ours.
Meaning he's talking to us. Both
he does.
On his screen, he sees both of us. On you see me, I see you, but he sees us.
Copy. Josh's opinion, though, is always going to be skewed.
I'm very clear about that.
This is the best truck ever.
Obviously, because it's everything that I would ever want, because I said this is what I want. So
F1 is those fancy foreign jobs. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
I will say, I do not follow F1 very much.
Oh, you should.
Except I freaking love watching the F1 series on Netflix.
Isn't it awesome?
Season 3 was
makes you want to watch the race.
And now I follow some of it.
Yeah.
See,
Did you watch the whole season?
negative. Oh, the whole full season of the F1, the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Drive to Survive season
Three.
3?
Three.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you
I've
saw the
watched.
Grosjean.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had actually seen that wreck when it happened. Not live,
I
but
watched that one live, and that it's still with me. It's
that
still with
was,
me because
yeah, that was haunting. I saw the video after it had happened, but it had still been edited down at that point. Watching it in F1 Drive to Survive, like it,
real time of it was long.
oh man,
It
I
was
didn't understand how long it was. Like that, anybody being trapped in something on fire for that long and then coming out of it in as good of shape as he did is.
And the really cool thing, I mean, aside from surviving, which was pretty cool,
Yeah, bonus.
the cool thing now, I mean, he's decided, spoiler alert, to retire. He's not racing anymore.
They announced
But
that in the series, right?
yeah, Mercedes and Toto Wolff, who is the team principal, they talked to Roman, and they're getting him in the car to do a few laps before the qualifying race on in 2 weeks, I think, or another week.
Nice.
Or at no, it'll be at the GP in France. So it's so awesome that he's going to get a few laps in the best car on the grid. Super cool.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome to see.
Yeah.
But it's like to come out of that and only have a skin graft basically here.
Right. Yeah.
Is incredible.
So, yeah, that was, I mean, really crazy. Just, I mean, he was in that just absolutely inferno for like 30 some seconds.
Yeah, 38 seconds or something.
Ooh.
And to hear him talk about like, well, I tried going this way and that didn't work. And then I tried going this way and that didn't work.
He tried to go up and he was under the barrier.
Couldn't do that. So then I just kind of sat there and went, well, when does it start to really hurt? And it's like, can you imagine going through that? That would be the absolute fucking worst in the whole world.
Kidding.
Couldn't
just
even imagine.
Lone Star RC guy, $4.99 for the Limitless. Oh, I'm so excited to drive that thing. I really am.
Yeah.
That and I feel like I'm going to take that and the TRX6 out at the same time.
Yeah, nice. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Chris Quinn, somebody just asked me if I still have Josh Ritter. Do I still have the Axial UMG 10? Yes, I do. But I put Curry portals under that one. So
yes, you've got your gray and red camo on that, right? Gray and white and some
green,
red.
black, and red.
Green, black, and red. Yeah, that's what I said.
Go grab it.
Yeah.
You didn't say that. You said green. Gray.
Gray. Whatever. Same.
Same, but not exactly correct at all. Here it is. I loan this one out when I take friends out who've never driven an RC car. I go, here, this is the one for you. Drive this one.
Yeah, you did that. You did that once.
What do you mean?
Don't have a what?
What do you mean I did that once?
You went out once with a friend. You have that one friend. Tell me I'm lying. You did that one time last year on your mini vacation.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was it.
But I've done it
because you haven't been outside since.
That's yes.
But I would do it again.
Accurate.
Yeah,
I would do it again if I could. But I can't.
Yes.
Yet. Still. For the like 40th time in 365 days. So annoying.
Yeah, I know.
I'm doing my part. Everyone else needs to do their part too.
Canada.
So high and mighty at the beginning. We're doing everything right.
Yeah. All right, things are looking pretty decent here right now, at least.
Well, good for you.
Hey, what's going up, Francisco from Italy? Says ciao, Josh. Why Matt put his efforts to makes you look good in his channel, and here he looks anemic.
It's true.
Maybe I should work on your color balance here.
Probably work on that. Or
you want me to color grade? I'll do it. I got it.
You know what I'm going to do, Josh? For you, for the next stream, I'm going to give you a good camera.
You know what? I've got a couple of cameras here that would be an option as well. And another cam link. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. Hey, I really enjoyed your overhead view on your last
It
video.
worked the whole time.
It worked the whole time. Mine, I gotta say, I figured out a great option for that too. I'm using one of those clampy clamps on my light stand. It's perfect. Overhead views are the best.
Yeah, well, mine, I've got a very elaborate overhead situation, which I
Oh, I know you do.
can't necessarily show on my
No,
stream, but on yours. So, you see up there my clamp.
sure.
See it? It's probably
It's
very dark.
pretty
Um,
dark.
the my plan is, you're welcome. It's on your stream. Moves all around. My plan is to take and flip that around to the back side of my overhead truss setup so
Flip it
that
for real.
flip it for real.
I'm
Um,
glad you got that. That was good. That's not for everybody. That's a good one.
No, it's not.
Certainly, and it's certainly not something that most people would watch now.
Oh, that's
Unfortunately.
backcountry. But I'm gonna move that around and kind of shift where the camera is just a little bit. So I think.
Yeah. It's good. It's nice to have an overhead view that you can just swap to if you want.
Exactly.
Just boop, boop.
Yeah, you gotta make that sound every time you do it. Last night when you were saying I was doing some stuff on the Stepcraft, that was on the VS410 that I was working on Sunday.
Right.
And that is this guy. So
the heaviest Lexan body to ever Lexan.
So this is the MST J45C,
Uh-huh.
which the body itself, not heavy. It
looks a lot like a Land Cruiser.
It's not. It's a J45.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The C
sorry,
version.
I missed that.
It's the C version.
Oh, C version. Okay.
Okay. But this plastic bed is the absolute heaviest bed that's ever been created, ever. And I wanted to experiment more so with the Stepcraft than anything. But I measured this bed and drew it in CAD and then wrote a tool path to come in and do like a second op cut, basically. So obviously but I drilled first all the way around, all teeny tiny 2mm holes. Because my plan was to cut out this like 3mm thick. That's how thick this bed is. Plus the extra ribs, dose.
Too many ribs.
And my plan was to cut all that out and then put a piece of carbon fiber plate underneath of it that would bolt in through all those holes. Cool. I think I might actually just cut it out all the way to the out, because the opening, leaving it open, the backside of the VS410 is kind of closed up enough with the cross braces and fuel cell that it doesn't look bad. So I'll probably just finish closing it up.
Like I did with the Comanche. I just left that open.
Yeah.
I exposed it looks awesome that way.
I'm going to
I got to say this real quick.
Yeah.
Stenny93, one of the viewers here, as a person who has been burnt over 80% of his body, it does suck. Going back to the Grosjean thing. Holy shit. That's crazy, man. I hope you are all right.
Dang.
That's brutal.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I had to call that out though.
Yeah.
No, this is a really cool project. I like the look of this a lot.
So I'll probably cut out the rest of this and then leave most of it open, and then I'll design up some mounts to come off the side of the chassis to go to the
hinge it, baby.
Hinge locations on this.
Yeah.
And I'll just cut those out of some material.
Carbon
fiber,
perhaps.
But
hey, did you cut those pieces for me?
Yes, I did. Dan has it.
Yeah.
Remind Dan. I gave him a stack of 30 of them.
Okay, I'll wait until later. I don't need it right away.
But yeah, then I took and I put carbon fiber electronics trays in this.
Ooh. I want
nice.
a set of those too. Sell me a set.
Okay, I will make you a set.
Right.
And then I took out the previous power system in here, which was a RX4 and a R3100 Rock 412, and put in an axe system.
I want to ask you a question.
But that's because this is not my truck. This is.
I love that you have to. Like
qualify that
preemptively qualify that by saying this isn't mine.
This is not mine.
I don't. I would not do that.
Now, I'm not saying that. I mean, the AX system's a quality system, and it's very smooth. It's just not my favorite. It's a little low on power for me.
It's pretty fucking smooth.
Yes,
I had to get it in there.
You had to. I'll allow it. Okay. But I did the titanium links on it, the new Incision titanium links for the VS410 Ultra, and all of the. I did machined aluminum rod ends, the rebuildable machined aluminum rod ends on everything. So,
which are pretty slick. I watched you put those together.
Pretty snazzy.
Pretty cool.
Pretty nice. Oh, and I swapped to these are like the upgraded Traxxas GTR version of their scale shocks. And if you pick up the brass pivots from Incision of the for the top pivot,
they fit.
They just pop right in like perfectly, and these shocks are just in the absolute bet.
Sean Logan wants to know what a good inexpensive. I almost said what's a good expensive camera? What's a good inexpensive camera to start a YouTube channel with?
Your phone.
Yeah, I would actually argue if you've got a camera phone from this decade.
A nice. If you've got a fairly last 2 generations of a iPhone, you've got a good enough phone or camera right there. An iPhone is great. If you've got an Android, then I highly suggest something like a Sony A6000.
Sean Logan just followed up by saying, "Guess this isn't a Q&A." I'm getting to him, man. I'm getting to him.
There's a delay.
There's a bit of a delay. But yeah, if you want to invest a little bit more money and you want something that can do stills as well, I would recommend the Sony ZV-1, which is a all-in-one kind of point and shoot, but it shoots 4K. It'll shoot 1080, which you don't need, but it'll shoot 1080p at 120 frames per second if you want to do some cool slow motion. It has variable zoom built into it, and it's a pretty decent little camera and not super expensive by the scheme of things. It's a mirrorless.
It's still fairly expensive.
Yeah, but it's meant for vlogging. So I mean, it's got that sort of.
But if you pick up that A6000,
you can get a cheap A6000.
You get an A6000 for. I bought a used one because I wanted to mount it overhead permanently, and I think I paid like less than $300 for it.
On the recommendation of another amazing YouTuber.
Yeah, Peter McKinnon.
No, me. I was like, you should just buy a used A6000.
So, and that's what I did. So I've got an A6000 permanently mounted overhead. And yeah, like I said, I think it was like, I think I paid like $250 for it.
Cash. You said I've got cash with me.
Cash
in the hand.
Then I lowballed the shit out of them. No.
4K GoPro, more than acceptable. I mean,
it is.
Film it in the 1080p linear mode.
I don't suggest a GoPro.
It'll work though if you've got one already.
If you have a GoPro already, absolutely. I like my GoPro. I love it for what I use it for, but it is the most unreliable camera.
Yep. I rarely use mine anymore.
I use mine a lot, especially for vlog stuff. I kind of accept exactly what it is, and I just know that I'm going to lose shots. I'm going to have to hard reset, remove the battery, do it again. I've got 6 7s and the 9. I didn't buy the 8, but I've got 2 or 3 6s, 2 7s, and 1 9. And they're okay. They're great for what they are, but you just have to realize they're not going to be reliable.
So Tara Merjuia just mentioned that the Pixel 4a has a great camera, but he also noticed that the DJI Osmo Action was discounted to $199.
Oh, I think I have that one. The Osmo Action is okay. The rock steady stabilizing that it has, not nearly as good as the GoPros.
Yeah, the Hero 8 has much better stabilization, or 9.
Even my 7. My 7, because when I bought the DJI Osmo Action is the day it came out.
Awesome.
And I
remember when you did that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I'm a sucker for cameras. Action cameras.
Yeah.
I bought that Insta360 which I have yet to use. But
I'm still on the fence. I'm honestly, I'm really thinking about upgrading to a really more professional camera, like an A7S III.
I'm looking at that A7C.
That's actually a pretty good choice too, because you get the full frame. You can use all the right lenses, but it's got the same kind of form factor as the A6 series.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a bad choice either.
Yeah. So,
you know what I'm waiting for? 4K 120 or 4K 60.
I want decently priced 4K 60 camera with in-body stabilization.
Yes.
And autofocus that's worth the crap.
Yep. That's all we need. That's all we need, guys.
So.
Come on.
Honestly, the it's camera. I don't shoot hardly anything at 4K. Most people are watching on their phone. Most people, it's a bear to edit. The sizes get huge. It's just, I'm 1080.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I shoot all of my forward-facing camera stuff at 4K, and then I down-res it to 1080p because I get a much better color gamut when I'm doing my color correction. So much easier to work with, and I transcode everything to ProRes before I edit, so it's really super easy.
Even I'm bored now. I can't imagine what they're thinking.
I went into editor mode there for a minute.
Don't let me get cameras not good anymore. Ben, I love my Canons actually. Matt talked me into this world of Sony's. I still love my Canons.
Ooh.
I
left Canon for Sony. I was a Canon man for a long time.
I would go back to Canon. I love Canon. If a Canon came out with the setup that I wanted,
video, then I would go back to them.
They know how to do video just fine.
Not in slow motion, they don't.
If a Canon came out with the specs I wanted right now, I would switch in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but they don't, and they won't. No, because they are so hard.
Their autofocus is so good.
They're so hard and fast about keeping their cameras, like their SLRs and their DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, as cameras. They don't want to make it a video camera because they make video cameras.
Yes. Michael 5 done. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the donation. Yeah, that's the cameras.
We could argue about this all day long. Welcome to Camera Talk with two guys who mostly do RC stuff.
Yeah, and with one guy who doesn't know anything about cameras.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever see me try and color grade?
Oof. Yeah. I tried to walk you through that process a few times.
You're like, this is what I set mine. I'm like, this looks terrible.
Yeah, you can't do that. Doesn't Sony make all the sensors? They make a lot of the sensors. It's true.
So, but action cameras.
So like LG makes all the panels for all the HD TVs.
Yep. Action cameras, I'm all over.
In the world of model paints, Vallejo introduced hobby paint.
What's the difference? It's bigger.
It's it's in a spray can now, and you get two.
How else do you buy paint?
Usually, I just buy it in these little tiny bottles. No, that's they've done a whole line of like it's for models. Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand, Josh. It doesn't go on a Lexan body.
Speaking of, there's a Facebook page I really like called "Your Girlfriend Is Not a Model." Great page if you're looking for some Facebook time.
Oh,
they also have an Instagram account.
That's amazing. Your girl is not a car model? Is that what it is?
No, it's just not a model. It's mainly cars, though.
I think you might be wrong. I think it is. Oh, no. Your GF is not a model.
Oh, there you go.
I don't want to join a group. I hate joining.
Instagram, you don't have to.
All right. Instagram it is. All right. Well, what do you think, man? It's been 2 hours.
Yes, it
Well, a
has.
little bit short of 2 hours because
getting
somebody was late.
Yes, you're welcome. Hit the like button if you're still here, and
hit the like button,
or
please.
dislike. If you didn't like it, you can hit
Exactly.
dislike. It all counts the same.
Yeah, just hit a button.
Hit any of the button. Mash the button.
Just hit a button.
Hit it with your face.
That was a good episode. Thank you very much. We'll see Josh again on Friday night.
Friday night Flex Seal. And then if you're bored, there's likely a chance that there's going to be a live stream of somebody building something on Saturday.
Or Sunday. I don't know yet.
Well,
probably Saturday.
There's definitely going to be something on Sunday because that's when I do one. And it's Mother's Day, which I realize neither of us are like. I was talking to. Let me throw this one out there. Brandon. I was just like, he was in the office yesterday and we were talking. And his twins are turning 1 next weekend. There's a birthday party. He's like, hey, wanted to see if we could get together so Nicole could cut Liam's hair before the party. I was like, sure. And I was like, hey, we'll just come up Sunday. We had some other stuff we are going to get done. Like, we'll come up. And he's like, sounds perfect. Done. It's like, sweet. And we went on our merry way. And then he was back in the office again today and he goes, hey, Sunday, right? Like, yeah. He goes, I went home and told Michelle, hey, Josh and Nicole are going to come up on Sunday. And he said, she's just like, what?
Yeah, that's...
like, oh. Like, that is something I do not have to worry about. I will say that I'm guessing 3 hours of sleep last night-ish, maybe 4, and I slept on the floor for a portion of that. You know how long it's been since I've slept on a floor?
Yikes.
Yeah. New kitten we introduced into the house. Did great. Got along great with the other cats.
Awesome.
But then, where it's like, it's nighttime. We're going to put back in the spare bedroom. I'm going to sleep back there with him again. It's like his fucking tail was on fire. Just screaming all night. Trying to get to the goddamn, like, out the door, trying to get out there to the other cat. So I like, fuck this. I slept on the floor in front of the door so that he would hopefully shut the hell up. And then he did. So I don't know what time, maybe I fell asleep for an hour. I like got up and then got back into the bed. Started up again. I'm not saying you might
need more sleep.
I'm not saying it's the same. I understand that like an actual baby is different, but I kind of get like the whole just like shaking.
Okay.
I was so mad last night.
You heard it here first, Josh. I will shake a baby.
I will. I mean, I'm saying I'm not judging you.
What are you judging? I'm sorry.
Not
what are you.
I'm
about?
just saying.
I don't have a baby.
You, as in the people.
Oh, who have children. Understood. So yeah,
Don't
Mother's Day is Sunday. I will probably be doing some sort of live stream about something that possibly came out.
You should do it Saturday.
I'll do it Saturday. Saturday it is.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna go see my mom on Sunday.
There's gonna be on their phone like, yeah, no, have a great day. I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms watching today, watching me build this thing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gray.
Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you Saturday. Josh will see you Friday.
See you Friday.
And then
Sunday. I'll still see you Sunday. There's some of us that, we can only make a phone call and say,
love you.
Love you, Mom.
Thanks for having me. Thank you, Quack RC. Thank you, Seafart Fire Truck. Thank you, Rogue Creations. Thank you, Lone Star RC Guy. Hey, RC Dave charged up. Thanks for the $4.99. He'll shake a baby, but won't finish a giveaway.
Hey, my part of that is done for the most part. Well, I think we're gonna go with a plan B.
Oh, and I heard you talking about how lame my giveaway is. It's just a TRX4. Suck on it, Josh. It's still a very nice TRX4 that I painted, I might add.
I mean, that's my backup plan.
Bye, John. Have a great night, everybody.
Later, everybody.
Love you. Bye.